Okay, so when I bought this car, it was exactly the way you see it right now. Blocking the window, no window regulator whatsoever. He actually has the regulator here, but there's no motor to it. And honestly, I've never done a Nissan window regulator before, so it kind of hurts me that it was already taken apart, because I don't know 100% how it goes back together. I do know that these two holes here is where this bolts in, so I'm assuming it sits in there like this, across right there. And then these four, one here, there, and down here is where the regulator, the motor housing goes. So, and I got one of these ordered from China as a used one, but it had a working power window motor, and I tested it. It works. I just I need to take the glass out so I can see how that assembles, because this is off here, these little slider things, but on the regulator that I have, I think it still has the whole track, and which the whole track is actually still on the glass itself. So I'm just gonna pull the whole glass out, and then you know, I got to clean it up too, because it's got duct tape crap, so I figured it'd be easier to do off the car. And let me start pulling this. I don't know, they've got these little scrubbing things. I guess they're like window alignment things, and they're bolted up here. I imagine removing them would make taking the window off a whole lot easier. So that's what I'm doing right now. Get all these suckers off. And there's this track here. I see that that's it's got a slider in there. I don't know if I can just slide that. Yeah, it looks like if I get this off, I could probably just slide it straight out. So I guess in this episode we're gonna learn how to install a new regulator, and hopefully learn how to adjust the window, because I know I've read a lot of things on forums that the windows are a bit of a job to align, so that, you know, when you close the door they don't get caught in the weather stripping, and I imagine that can be a pain in itself. I know I had a 97 Dodge Avenger, and it had the same type of window that it just, oh man, it's hard to do one here. Let's get that out. Yeah, and whenever I'd roll that window up, you had to like shut the door by the window, holding the top of the window, or else it would get stuck. You know what, maybe if I just push it in there and out of the way, we'll be able to get the window out. And it's got a bigger gap right here. I could probably slide it out through there. Just gonna try to keep these in order. I don't know if they're any different. Alright, this is where it's gonna get tricky. I need both my hands. I get a GoPro and mount it to my head. It'd probably be easier than this. Oh, that's already disconnected. I just noticed that. But it's not disconnected there. So I got something here. Oh. Well, that might prevent the window from coming out. Almost had it. this one. Oh, that window's drop in. Well, let me let it. That's it, you know. This car's like a woman, you know. She wants to do something, just gonna have to let her do it. I'll deal with the consequences, I guess. There we go. Get the window down, probably get those pieces out. So any of you guys have done this before and didn't make a video about it, shame on you. But if you say I'm doing this wrong, go ahead and tell me what an idiot I am, because I won't deny it. I am not the brightest. Come on, man. Just want to fix you. Why do you want to fight? All you want to do is fight. Ow. I think if I take these off, I could probably get the window out straight up, like gangster style. Is there another track? Yeah, there's another track right there. Maybe not. How's that bolted in there? Oh, one of those jobs. See, I got the other one down in here, and this hole's big enough I can get the window up in there. What the hell? Let me try. Maybe the other 10. Okay, so apparently I didn't need to remove these. I could slide out. I had just enough room to get them out, but I can't get this slider thing. It won't come out of the track that it's on, and I don't want to force it because I'm afraid I could break my window, and no idea how hard these are to come by. So I'm gonna go ahead and just remove that whole track right here and see how that works. Or to get this bolt off. I just need I think these two adjusters. I'm gonna take those off and the track should come out. I'm not sure about this one. I'll try these two first, see what happens. Bear with me. Okay, I got the studs out, the bolts out, but I've noticed that these studs here, they're too long to get out through the top here. So I noticed it has a flat head, and I'm assuming that's for the purpose of removing, and get a flat head that actually fits in there. Damn it, hang on. Alright, I got the track out right there. I always put it's like some kind of adjusting screws, like adjust how far the window leans against the scrubbers there, like that. Yeah, but I don't think I needed to take this out, because while I was trying to wiggle it out, it actually came out when I had the window tilted at like a 45, and then it just came out. So, but nonetheless, I can clean that up and grease it and make it work good. And on the winning side though, I was like, oh yeah, man, found me a dime right there. And then over here, like, freaking jackpot. So yeah, the car's paying for itself already. A couple more money caches like this, and shit, might get myself a something from the dollar menu. Oh yeah. So here's a side-by-side comparison of my original window regulator, and this is the one that I got from China, and they look pretty much the same. And like I said, there's another track that's still on the glass itself, right there, all the way across. And thankfully for me, it's still on the new one. So I think that's gonna make transitioning over easier. And I think lining this thing up is probably going to be the hardest thing, because I have no idea how I'm gonna do that. I'm just gonna have to learn as I go, I guess. Alright, well, I guess I gotta clean that glass up and get it ready to, I don't know, I'm thinking I need to assemble this while it's inside the car. So I might install a regulator first, and then the glass. Yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. Put this in first. So now I get to try to find the screws that were taken out of here, and I have no idea. There was random screws all over the car when I bought it, so hopefully I can find the ones that belong to that. So, alright, we have our mission. Hardware parts all. Yay. Not really. Picked up some screws, bolts, whatever you want to call them. Well, if it'll focus. There we go. Those are the ones for the regulator, and then I got some nuts, same size for this part. Not sure. And washers, of course. Probably should have turned my light on so you could see. But yeah, as you can see, got some hardware from the AutoZone. So now this baby's ready to go in. Let's see how well that turns out. Alright, let's see if I can get this thing in here. Wire goes, I don't know. I can't tell on the other side. Maybe through here. Let's see, it comes out the top. Or maybe it just comes out through the big part right there. Yeah, I think that's what it does. Yeah, that's what it does. Okay. There's one. Let me get the hardware in there. Realize now that the reason that hole is bigger is so that you could start your bolt and then on the part and then just put it in and hook it. So, well, too late now. We've gone too far. Next one, right there. Okay, too hard to do with open camera. Right back. And just as a added precaution, decided I'm gonna add a little bit of blue Loctite to all my bolts, because this door you know, all the opening and closing and all the stereo vibrations and whatnot, because I do intend to have a stereo, not like something really fancy, just, you know, average tunes and whatnot. It's got some cool looking speakers. Came that way. That's what I'm talking about. I don't know, but yeah, it's because, you know, these aren't the factory screws naturally, and chance of them coming loose are probably more likely. Come on. There we go. I'm so sorry for this shitty video footage. Oh my god. I promise if I get more subscribers and more views, I'll upgrade to something besides something that I could use hands-free. This is not working. Shit. Damn it. Alright, got my battery on temporarily. Oh, by the way, I found another dime in the battery tray, so yes, this thing is turning out to be quite lucrative. And we're gonna test function of the new regulator, make sure everything works. Got AC on, and prepare your panties in the utmost moist position. Uh-oh. We got nothing. Okay, so when I got this car, okay, so this is apparently my accessory amplifier for the windows, and I think it works with the locks too. I'm not sure, but my car came without one, and it had the fasteners for it here, and they're loose, so somebody took it before the car came to my possession. This is a plug for it. I actually called the local dealer and explained to him exactly what it was. He says it doesn't exist, and well, Courtesy Parts online seems to think otherwise, and this is what they sent me. And according to things I've read online, this was in the S13 and only 1 year in the S14. So it was only in the 95. So if you got a 96 and up, this is actually part of your actual Windows switch. Like, it integrated. So you don't have to worry about this if you've got a 96 or up S14. But if you got a 95, this I hear is, it vibrates and the solders crack, and it causes your windows not to work, or one or the other, because this actually works for both windows. You only have one, just on the driver's side. And yeah, so this just basically it's got 2 bolts, plug, and I should be able to put some power on the car, and my windows should work because I already got a regulator in there. I've tested the regulator. Regulator works good. Yeah, and the other side, I don't even know if the other side ever worked. I never tried it. But yeah, that's this right here. And So I'm gonna go ahead and put that on and see if we got some window roller upperage. All right. Okay, so what I got to do here, this is the rail that my window is gonna bolt to. There you go. I got to get it down so that I can access it a little easier. It's gonna be kind of want to bring it down into this region right here. And well, hooking up my battery is a little more difficult than it seems. So here's a rig I got set up to move my window arm thing. I had a connector from the motor that I got online, and it was just snipped off. So I got some alligator clips connected to it, ran down over here to my 12 volt drill battery. And all I'm going to do is just bump it and get this thing to come down to where we can access her a little better. There she is. Yay. Alright, now I just need to see if I can hit the other one's going to be a bitch, but we'll figure it out. So I didn't notice it before, but there is a sweet spot. You get the down to the second bigger hole, bolts right there. I already got the glass in place, had to jack with that for a little bit, but it's in there, got the bolt started. And then over here, another sweet spot, got a little hole there, bam, got the bolt started, glass is in. One thing I didn't notice, and for some reason I didn't have to remove when I pulled the glass out, but these right here, these little guys, I don't know if you can see that. Where is it? Lost it. Where's it? Oh, there it is. There you go. Ooh, pretty. Wait, where's it at? Oh, right there. See that? That little rubber right there, little black little thingy right there. I'm trying to center in the camera right there. Yeah, that is a stop to stop the window from going up any higher. And getting the glass past that, I actually had to loosen those, rotate them so that there's these little stoppers. Where's they at? Right, yeah, somewhere at the bottom of the glass. And there's another one right over here in front of the door handle. See it right there? And there she blows down in there. I did, that was awesome. Down in there. And you gotta break those loose, rotate them, get the glass to drop down in there. And then the fun part, I think the only thing I'm gonna have to really adjust, because this track doesn't seem to, oh yeah, there's an adjustment right there, but I never loosened that one, so it should be okay. But I've got these two to play with to get the, I gotta put the trim back on the outside, and I guess you're supposed to keep the glass as tightly to the outside trim as possible, I think. I don't know, that's what I'm gonna try. Hopefully it works. And I gotta put my little scrub-a-doodles back on, and I guess those hold the glass in place. But shit, yeah, boys, we got power windows. We got glass back in. The car can go outside without getting the interior all soaked up and shit. Yeah, well, these are gonna be gone here soon anyway. I'm looking for something else. But yeah, progress.